They live a lot happier in other places sometimes because they just don't need all of the things that we have to have. So
I think the happiest we ever been when we downsized.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my front porch is almost as big as my house now. But we spend summer out there. We have a table with chairs, and we live on that front porch. And I think living out, well, let's hit on this. And it's all right anytime we disagree. Okay. I'm all right with it. Okay. I mean, I will think you're wrong, but we don't really disagree.
You've known me for a long time. It don't matter if people think I'm wrong.
Okay. So when we think about leaving something for our children, okay, I just don't really know. We think sometimes, and I think and I'm going to hit it in the hard. Okay, I think we use that a little bit, and we hold on, and it comes back to pride too in the end. And really, when you get to it, it's like, I've got friends that are sitting with houses where they still have multiple bedrooms where their kids were there, and I'm thinking, first thing is, we talk about the eagle a lot, and when them babies start growing, they tear the feathers out so the thorns come through. Then that mother eagle don't go to the nest and check on the other eagle to see if it's got fish.
Yeah.
Okay. But what we do sometimes with our children, we mess them up.
We do.
Because when you think about the things that caused you to be as smart as you are now, it was the tough times.
Right.
It wasn't the good times.
Right.
And if somebody had been shoving food in your mouth, putting your coat on all the time, making sure your shoes are tied, you would have been dumb as a bowling ball.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And I think you're 100% right about that. I think our circumstances when we're younger sort of shape the way we view things. My dad left when I was 14 years old.
Right.
And I was so blessed you gave me a job at the restaurant because you knew we needed the money. Right. And we did, in which my mom she worked like a dog, bless her heart, for us. And we never wanted for anything that I can ever recall. But I in my head now, I'm just like, well, I've got to give my kids this, and I got to give them this, and I got to give them this, and I got to give them this. And they've never asked me for anything.
Right.
But in my head, I'm like, well, I need to do this for them, and I need to do this for them because I don't want them to have to, try very hard for things. And which, I don't want that to sound like I had to scrape, and we didn't. I mean, we made it fine. But you don't want your kids to have to sometimes go through the same thing that you went through. But I think that made me who I am today because it made me appreciate what I had.